Hey, what's up? All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars. On Hot1025FM.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Big Shook, host of the Undrafted Outlaws Sports Show. Man, listen, if you want some real down south, Louisiana-style Cajun food, you need to go check out DB's Cajun Kitchen. Yo, they got lobster and grits, seafood boils, signature fries, signature po' boys, signature egg rolls, and desserts. Oh, and my favorite, them gumbo tacos. Yo, they open from 11 to 8, Wednesday to Monday, 7 to 5:30 on Sunday. Located in North Las Vegas at 4343 North Rancho Drive. They even have to-go orders and catering. Hit them up, 725-780-1850, or go to the website, dbcajunkitchen.com. So, yo, don't just tell your friends about me. Tell them about DB's Cajun Kitchen.
Tune in now on hot1025fm.com. All right, y'all. Look, we are tuned in right now to Hotlyte right here on Hot1025fm.com. I am fine as Carrice. My cousin host, Sir, will be joining us in just a few. But listen, I got some folks on that don't even know, but this is one of my favorite podcasts that I listen to all the time. And listen, I'll be trying to figure out what is really going on. Are they married? Because why they be talking to each other like that? Like, I really got questions. And so here we are. And then was it fuck? Okay, but and then we pod is coming to Vegas, and of course I wanted to talk to them as well. So how y'all feel? Y'all feeling all right?
What's up?
What's up? Listen, you guys are in LA?
Yeah, we're in LA right now.
And you got the party started off real quick, huh?
Yeah, you already know.
I saw you. What you got in that cup? I see you. Mm-hmm. We saw
a little Le Portier by Shay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You like have a cigar with that type of drink.
I know. Matter of fact, hold on.
No. See? I mean, you can like act like it because then it gives you like the whole Listen, that's my husband's thing. Like, he liked the cigar with the little the cognac or whatever it may be. You know what I mean?
Yes.
All right. So you guys are on tour.
Yes. Yeah.
And listen, you have a podcast. I don't even know how I came across this podcast, but I've been listening to it for a couple of years now. I'll be sending it to my husband. I'll be like, what is, I'm very risky. So I have really open dialogue with a lot of people, including my partner. So one thing that kind of got me hooked on the podcast is that the open conversations that you two have with each other. And how did that even happen? And how don't you want to slap each other on the back of the head after the show? Or do you? I don't know. I got questions.
Yeah. Well, she does. I don't hit women, so I can't do nothing but take it. Can't just gotta take it.
He started this.
He started it.
I mean, well, honestly, we were open and honest from the beginning of our relationship, and we really noticed early on that we entertained ourselves. So I was like, well, maybe we can entertain other people. And, we kind of brought it out there. Now, some of the conversations we do have sometimes go a little bit far, and obviously the couch as a result of it. But, oh, really?
Yeah. It's fine. Don't
Okay.
But
okay.
I'm
She
trying
don't
to figure
remember
out.
the old house.
I'm trying to figure out, how do you say so poised? Because I'm like listening to something and I'm like, did he just? And then I'm like, you might pause for a quick second and then continue on. But in that few seconds, what does that look like? Right. You know what? Real quick, because it's hard to hear you. I'm going to have you guys disconnect your headphones and just use your phone.
Okay.
But so, and I'm going to talk about my experience while y'all do that with the podcast, because I'm listening and I'm like, I hear the second, that it's like a pause. Like, did you just say, so and so? So I think that it's definitely important to understand like the transparency of the podcast. And so you were having these conversations amongst yourselves, and then you're like, you know what? We probably need to tell the world about this. Is that how that happened?
For the most part, we really, I have wanted to do a podcast for a long time, but I really didn't have the right situation to make it happen. And then my wife got pregnant, and for those that don't know, she's a stand-up comedian, and of course, when you're pregnant with twins, standing up is a little bit of an issue.
That's not.
So
I was fine. I was doing okay.
I have pictures to prove it. I have pictures. She was pregnant.
And you have twins, right?
We have four kids.
You have 4 kids. Okay.
So
were you pregnant with the twins?
I'm sorry.
No. What? No. Go ahead.
I was like, the twin boys. Those are youngest.
Those are what?
Can y'all hear me? Am I coming?
I can hear you a little bit. Yeah, it was going in and out, but it's okay.
Oh my god! I was like, I was having tech issues. Then it's gonna fall out. Lord have mercy.
And this is my cousin host, Sir. This is my cousin host, Sir, and most people know Sir, but just to introduce you, this is Sir as well. Sir said, were the twins the youngest, or were you pregnant with the twins?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We have a 16-year-old girl and a 14-year-old boy, and then 6-year-old twins.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, so once she was pregnant with the boys, the comedy kind of slowed down, and was like, well, it's the perfect time for us to, try something where you can still get your comedy out, but at the same time, we're doing something that, we kind of, I don't know, it brings us together.
What tears us apart? We didn't
know how it was going to turn out. We didn't know how it was going to turn out at all.
Started getting popular. We was like, I guess we got to stay together.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, good. So, you decided to go on a tour. I was listening to one of your podcasts, and I thought that it was super transparent. And you were talking about how like the algorithms changed, and you're like, you know what, something right here. And then there was an adjustment with the name title of the show, and then too, like I feel like with having a podcast, I own a radio station, so it's a little bit different, but also very similar, because we put things out as a podcast. But I think that it's like being transparent about that happening. Like, I really appreciated that conversation.
Yeah. Because for one, everybody always shows you everything that's great and amazing. And sometimes just being honest, like, kind of allows people to see what's really going on. And they might feel the need to share a video or to, engage in a different way. So we've been honest about everything else, way too honest about everything else. So why not just be transparent with everything?
Right. So then you said, you know what, we need to get this bread. Let's go on tour.
Yeah.
What is that like?
I don't know if we've even come off tour yet. We've been doing shows now for about
almost 3 years
consistently. So, change the content, but at the same time, we're just going out to these cities and just trying to make our mark. They can stop the social media stuff, they can stop getting the word out, but they can't stop us from doing what we do. So
right, absolutely. Sir, did you have a question? And Sir is in Houston, by the way, so I don't know if that's how long your travels.
We love Houston. We had a good time in Houston
too. Oh, I love that. Okay, so you'll see as we go through this. I'm a little random, and I'm sorry about that. I'm listening. My brain is like processing. Right, that NWO shirt is distracting me because I'm 100% obsessed. Right.
Yeah.
But how are y'all managing like parenting 4 children and constantly being on tour? Are the kids with you when you go on tour?
No,
do they remote
we're
work?
not managing it.
Because I have 3 kids of my own, so it's
oh
hard.
yeah, no. It's fun. They know that this is our job. Like, because I've been doing stand up. I've been in comedy for about like 13 years. So like they're from like my daughter, because he came in with a son, I came in with a daughter. So my daughter was very familiar with that, and he's always been a creative. So our son was also very familiar with that. So the kids, the babies, we just tell them we got to go to work, and they know that we might be gone for a couple of days. So they're used to it. But if we're being honest, like I want to be home all the time. Like,
right.
I like shows, but I love my kids. So
right.
Yeah.
The good thing is when we're at home, we're usually with them 24/7.
We don't do anything when we go home. So
Yeah, that definitely could be challenging. That on the road stuff. Like I traveled for 8 years straight, and it's a lot. But I was younger, single, and living the best life. But now I can't even imagine what that would look like being gone consistently.
Now it does have its advantages.
I'm sure.
We ain't got to hear all of the yelling for at least 2 days now. So that feels good.
There's
right.
People aren't. There's nobody right outside your door when you try to. Say, hey, baby, you sleep. Right? Ain't nobody right?
Phantom mommy or daddy, though. Like, we could be in a quiet room.
Dude, that's true. That's true. You're like, what happened?
Yeah. So, you are coming here to Vegas. You're going to be at Wise Guys. That's tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
So, is this your first time in Vegas?
Yes.
Like, performing?
Yeah.
Performing, yeah. So, how you feel about that? I like Wise Guys.
I'm excited. They've been asking us to come to Vegas for a while. So hopefully, people show up. That's the only thing with the social media thing is like the people that have been wanting us to come for a while, they might not hear about it. So this is great that we can just get the word out. But I'm excited to come. Yeah. I'm excited. This is like one city that we haven't been to yet. We've been everywhere else.
Yeah. Vegas is a good time.
On stage, and people understand it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right. So where are you? You're out there tonight too in LA. So where are you performing in LA, and what time is that? And are there tickets left?
Nowhere. We're just here for leisure today.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy! Y'all fancy.
Right.
Okay, date.
Look, because the rapping, right? So she keep
right. The flat iron is giving what it's supposed to give.
Did it 2 days ago. I'm gonna wrap it right back up after this interview. So I'm just trying to get what I can out of it.
The body, the rap is rapping, and I'm like, I need to give me a little rap.
Me doing stuff for no reason. That's crazy.
Yes, right. Oh my God, what you say?
Right. What you say? I can't. Yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Well, listen. I'm super excited to have you in Vegas, and then too. Where can people find your podcast? Like, I seriously do not know how I got addicted to this dang podcast a few years ago. I don't even know how it showed up, but you know what? I think I do. I think it was my Facebook algorithm.
Probably,
because that's where old people be on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I was on Facebook.
People started on Facebook.
Big back in the day. So you can just put in and then we podcast on all streaming services as well as YouTube and then we pod on all the social media sites and just pick it up. I would say go to like our Instagram or our TikTok or something like that, and then we pod just to get a taste. And if you like the taste, then come along to the actual full show.
It's gonna get worse on the full show, but
yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I got a question with y'all too on this full show, because this show is long. Yeah. Okay. This is it's like two and a half hours. Like the show is long. Yeah. Like that's a lot to get processed through. Like we do a morning show and it's like, you know, we're together for 4 hours. Mm-hmm. Right. That's a long time. Right. But it's like to do like a single pod with, you know, one person, we're talking that amount of time, you know, straight through. Yeah. Like that's a lot. So who plans the show out? Who does the structure of the show?
I just show up to the show. I don't do anything.
Talent.
Okay, J-Rod.
I'm talent. Come on, talent. And I go to bed, and he does everything. So he's been playing out the show the entire. Because I would just start rambling and talking about stuff. I got real bad ADHD. It would just be like, ooh, everything. So he like kind of keeps us in line. So yeah, but I like the longer podcasts because I can stretch them out through the week. I could eat dinner and listen. I could, you know, cook. I could do, you know. So a lot of the podcasts I listen to are longer anyway. So.
Right. So have you heard anyone or anyone ask you like to give them like tips on how you have been doing this for so long? Because it can get frustrating. You know, it can get frustrating with the numbers don't be numbering, you know, or the shares don't share. Yeah. And then you have to have this many amount of people before they send you a advertisement. Like it's a lot to deal with. So like,
and we went through it all.
What's your patience like dealing with that?
I don't have any. Nobody asked me. It's him.
I mean, it's all about the consistency, and at the end of the day, knowing that A, you have a product that's worthy to be heard, and B, once you get heard, the people will enjoy it and they'll continue to come back. You know, and that's really what we stuck on. You know, at the end of the day, we stayed consistent and we made sure that the product was good, you know, and we've continuously tried to update the product and do different things in order to make it fresh and just try to think about the listener at the end of the day, because we're both podcast fans. So we wanted to be something that we would enjoy listening to if it wasn't us. So.
We try to get right to the edge of divorce by the end of the podcast. So they come back the next week just to see if we make it.
Listen, and it gets there too. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm about to divorce y'all too by the end of the podcast. I'm like, okay, then we all getting a divorce here. So that's what it is. Well, good. I'm super proud of you guys, and I'm excited to even, you know, be able to share and talk about you know, visiting Vegas and all that good stuff. And you know, maybe we'll have to book you guys later to come in. You know, we do podcast festivals here in Vegas. We'll be doing one in Houston. So yeah, I'm excited for that. Anything you want to tell the people about how they can find you, share, go to your tour, all that good stuff?
Everything is on and then we had sex.com, but also our link tree in our bios for TikTok and Instagram and all of that all that. Again, it's and then we pod everywhere you go. Or, you know, if you happen to follow our Facebooks or anything, like it's there. Like we've gone on TikTok and seen other people post stuff that they won't allow us to post. Yeah. So it's there.
Yeah. Why do you think that is?
Oh, I mean,
because we're black.
Okay, that's exactly what I was looking for.
Okay. I was just gonna lead you to the answer. I'm gonna say it out loud.
Yeah, listen, we say what it is here. Yeah. You know, we don't have any FCC regulations. We are also not. We're also able to endorse candidates too, but we won't talk about that today. But yeah, I think that's a real thing. I feel like all of our algorithms, you know, get slated certain ways, you know, because we just happen to be brown, and I don't, you know, I don't appreciate it. So
and I don't think it's just because you're brown and you're not shucking and jiving, brown and you're not beating each other.
Okay, there's that.
Right, because there are brown people who have a platform, right?
Yeah,
but they be beating each other up at reunions, and like since I'm not, you know, trying to rock nobody at a reunion.
Yeah,
like, oh, no, we don't want to see you.
Exactly. We've talked to a couple of different creators that have had issues. So all we can do is just keep giving out a product that we feel like we're giving out, and people share it, and that's the word of mouth. That's all we can depend on at this point.
Yeah.
Got it. So Sunday, are you doing the pod and are you doing comedy? I know it's kind of one and the same as well, but do you do comedy separate from the podcast, Kristen?
I do, but not for this. So this is like a mixture of everything. We play games, we have discussions, we ask questions, answer questions, we go over topics. It's kind of like the podcast, just live, and then we throw a couple of extra things in it. It's super fun. But I don't do like stand up there, no. But it's
yeah, but she'll throw a joke or two out there.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's fun.
So you can be booked for comedy separate from the podcast.
She was just doing the show last week, 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, she was just out on the stage and on the road, and she'll be back out in a couple of weeks. So yeah, she ain't pregnant no more.
Your husband, you better talk that talk about your wife.
Yes. Trying to throw me out to work. Go make some money.
Like, get this money, okay? Yeah. I like it. Well, listen, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. And I'm looking for everybody else to join us as well. I think you can go to Wise Guys. I think you can click on when we in pod, and then you can get some tickets.
Yeah,
tickets start at like $25 or something like that.
I think they're everywhere.
Yeah,
they're on all the socials. Right?
All the socials.
Click the links, and then we had sex.com. It's there as well, right? Did y'all find somewhere to eat yet?
No, we no.
Are y'all downtown? Like where?
I like to know, but no,
where are you at? You downtown or what?
Oh no, when we go out there
in Vegas.
Oh, when you come to Vegas.
In Vegas. We hadn't. Really.
The last podcast said they need suggestions for places to eat in Las Vegas.
Yeah, we try to find food.
Send on all of that because we
got you. Yeah. We got you. We'll slide that into your DMs. And
we might be there for like 2 days, I think. So it'll be fun.
Okay, good times. Yeah, I see what we're doing here. All right, good. So I'll slide those places into your DM, and then also too we'll like I said, we'll see you Sunday. So thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all.
Appreciate you.
Thank y'all. Nice meeting y'all.
Yeah. Bye y'all.
Bye.